Hi everyone, thanks for joining us and watching this short video. We're just going to give you an introduction into the new translation process, give you a little bit of background, why we're doing it, how it works, what you can expect, and kind of the next steps moving forwards. So let's take a look. So one of the reasons why we've looked into this process as a whole, as I'm sure all of you that have been involved in translation so far will understand, there's a lot of different elements at play when we do a translation. So a small group of us at Smartbox have sat down, got together and put all our thoughts on the table about how we can make this whole process a lot more efficient for everybody involved, and try and make improvements to save on time and money that people are having to take to do translations. There's a lot of different platforms at the moment, so we're hoping you're all going to really appreciate the fact that we're bringing all of these platforms together to make the whole process a lot easier and more transparent for everybody. And hopefully you'll see it as a big benefit for yourselves as well as us at Smartbox. And the last point here we've just put on, it will also be able to generate rough translations really quickly, which we've never been able to do previously without you guys committing your time. So this is going to give us that ability to do that. So yeah, really exciting. Okay, so how the new process is going to work is we have invested in a translation management system, the TMS, called SDL Trados Live Team. So this is an online platform that works via the cloud. So you don't need to download any software or anything. It's just a matter of logging in with your account. So we will create accounts for anybody within the partner that does translations or handles translations. And you'll automatically get a notification that says that you've been invited to have an account. So you'll just need to follow those instructions. When something new is available to translate on the system, we will assign it to anybody that we have set up as a translator, and they'll get a notification saying that a project has been assigned to you to translate. You will then be able to go through all of the translated content on the platform, checking it, amending it where you need to, and then finally approving it, and we'll get a notification to say how far you're getting along and then when you finally approved it, so we can kind of see the progress there. So you'll be able to translate a number of different materials on this platform. So like I said before, we're going to be bringing all of the different platforms together. So whether that's manuals or support documentation or marketing materials and even the software UI, it will all be in the same format available to you in SDL. The only thing that we haven't quite got there with yet is grid sets, and that's something we're working on internally to develop a way of being able to translate grid sets through the TMS system. So watch this space. That's something that's going to be available in the future.
Definitely. So the world of using software for translations, as we've discovered, is quite niche and has some terminology of its own. So as Emma mentioned, translation management systems is a tool to project manage all translation tasks. Translation memory is a really powerful feature of a tool like this. So the more work you do with translations in the system, the more the system will learn what you have previously translated. And then when you upload new content, it will look to the stuff you've done in the past to see if it has any matches, and then it will automatically translate that. So if we have things like manuals with lots of repetitive phrases and sentences and terms, it's going to really cut down the amount of time that we need to spend translating that. Some previous content that has already been translated can be imported into the software, and we have already done that successfully for quite a few languages already. If you want to check if this has been done for your language, just get in touch with us and we'll find a way to get it into the system for you. Term-based is really useful. In our industry, we have lots of niche terms too. And for example, the word modelling might be translated completely differently to the context that we will use it in AAC. So within a term base, over time, you can build up all of your translations that are very specific, and you can allocate which term base to use when you're doing a translation. Lastly, neural machine translation is what we use when there is no translation memory available, and it's a bit like a great version of Google Translate. It's really efficient, it's really clever, and although it won't be perfect, and we do see a variety in quality between different languages available, it means that if you've got no translation memory, you can run a document through the system and at least have something to start with. Okay, so we've taken a screenshot here just to give you an idea of what the online kind of platform looks like, what you can expect. It's quite intuitive user interface, and once you've accepted a project, you'll be able to access all of the features in the top bar here. So here we have the source document segments, and in the second row we have the target language. On the right hand side, this is really interesting when we run a project through the system. The blue stands for neural machine translation, so that's been done automatically. And the green hits for these segments are based on translation memory, so what we've already put into the system. Yellow means that we've got a fuzzy match, so it's quite close to what the translation memory holds, but not quite need to look at it. So what the translator will need to do is go through all of these segments and accept them and review everything. Once you're happy with that, you can select your project as complete and let us know.
So next steps, if you haven't already, you will be receiving an invite asking you to make an account. If you don't get one, please let us know. We don't want anyone's to end up in junk and then get behind. So let us know. Jules is going to be sending a video because as of March, we're going to be doing all the UI, software UI translations via this platform. So Jules will send out a video and instructions with how to do it. And that'll be the process as we continue moving forwards. We will then update you with any updates regarding being able to do content or grid sets on this platform, which hopefully won't be too long. And yeah, if there's any particular documents that you're thinking that you wanted to translate and that this would be the perfect way to do it, let us know and we can upload it and assign it you as a project so you can get cracking with that. Also, if you have any Excel sheets of any translations that you've done before, if you send them to us and ask us, we can upload them for you as translation memory, so that when we're using that automatic generation of translation, it will be more accurate because we'll have more to go from. So there's quite a few points to get going with there, but feel free to ask any questions. You should have mine and Danielle's email addresses. And hopefully you're all as excited as we are about this and how much time it's going to save us and how much easier it is going to be to have everything all in one place. So yeah, we're excited. Thanks very much for your time. Let us know if you've got any questions and hopefully we'll see or speak to you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.